Every day, millions of people step into Mumbai's local trains with the same mindset. Survive the crowd, hold your back tight, and just get home safely. Most are watching out for pickpockets, some are careful about overcrowding near the doors. But what if the real fear is no longer just about theft or delay? What if it's something far more violent happening inside the same compartments people trust every single day? On Tuesday, June 23rd, a 22-year-old passenger, Mayank Lohar, was stabbed inside a moving fast local between Andheri and Borivali after a dispute over something as ordinary as keeping a train door open during heavy rain. In seconds, a routine argument inside a packed coach allegedly turned into a fatal stabbing. And what's making this incident even more disturbing is not just what happened, but where it happened inside Mumbai's Lifeline, a system that carries millions every single day. According to the police, the altercation began inside the first-class compartment of the Churchgate Nalasopara fast local. The accused and the victim got into an argument which escalated rapidly, and the accused stabbed Mayank multiple times in the chest and abdomen before fleeing after the train reached Borivali station. He was later shifted to Shatabdi Hospital where he succumbed to injuries. But what is making this case even more difficult for the family is how ordinary the trigger was. Mayank's family says he was not someone who got into fights. They describe him as a quiet, routine-driven young man who simply asked the accused to close the train door, a request many passengers were already making due to heavy rain and crowded conditions. His entire day followed a fixed routine: work in Andheri, travel back home late at night, and repeat the same journey like millions of Mumbai commuters. And now that routine has ended in tragedy. The accused, identified as 32-year-old Roshan Suvarna, was later tracked through CCTV footage from the station. As per the footage retrieved, he was seen moving through the platform area immediately after the attack. In fact, visuals also show him taking the elevator inside the station premises while police personnel were already present nearby. Despite this, he managed to slip away. He was only later apprehended after a search operation by GRP and RPF teams using CCTV tracking across multiple camera points. But this is not an isolated incident, because over the past year, Mumbai's railway network has seen multiple cases of violence emerging from everyday arguments inside trains and on platforms. In June 2026, a 26-year-old passenger named Satish Kumar Pathak was stabbed inside a Khopoli-bound train after a seat dispute inside a luggage compartment near Vangani station. In February 2026, a mathematics professor from NM College was fatally stabbed on Malad railway platform after an argument related to boarding discipline escalated outside the train. In November 2025 at Ghatkopar station, a teenager tracked down and stabbed a commuter in a revenge attack over a previous slap during a seat dispute. And these series of attacks is exactly what is now raising uncomfortable questions for the railway system. Railway unions like the Mumbai Rail Pravasi Sangh have pointed out that while stations are equipped with CCTV cameras, baggage scanners and other security infrastructure, the real concern is not installation, but consistency of monitoring and enforcement. According to them, many systems exist on paper but are not effectively used in real-time passenger screening. The question, however, is why strict security screening is not implemented at entry points anymore. After major security concerns in the past, especially the 26/11 terror attack, stations like CSMT had metal detectors and baggage scanners installed, but the authorities gradually and conveniently phased them out. The reason? Overcrowding. Mumbai suburban rail systems handle 7 to 8 million passengers every day. Officials argue that if every commuter is subjected to airport-style screening, it would create severe bottlenecks at station entrances. And that during peak hours, it could lead to dangerous crowding and even stampede-like risks. So the system says it changed its approach. Today, instead of physical screening, the focus is on AI-enabled CCTV surveillance, quick response teams at major stations, and random checks by Railway Protection Force and Government Railway Police personnel. But it is important to note that this shift has created a gap because it is largely reactive. It helps identify suspects after an incident, but does not guarantee prevention before a weapon enters the system. In the latest case, emotions are running even higher because Mayank was just another passenger following his routine like you and I. And despite several passengers being present at the time of the attack, no one was able to intervene because of the sudden escalation and fear created inside the coach. Mumbai's local trains are not just transport. They are the backbone of the city. But when everyday arguments inside these compartments start turning into fatal violence, and when disputes over doors or seats begin ending in deaths, and when multiple such cases appear within a single year, the concern is not about a particular case but about the system itself, and whether enough is being done to prevent what could come next. Because for millions who step into these trains every day, this is no longer just a commute. It is a risk they hope they never have to think about. If you found this video useful, subscribe to the Free Press Journal. Your support encourages us to keep delivering factual, balanced and in-depth coverage of the issues shaping India and the world.